if you're going through breakup of a marriage, which is complicated because either kids custody is involved or a severe property dispute is involved, it's going to be a particularly long drawn and potentially extremely difficult situation for you. You will require a different special type of patience. I suggest do look at my other video, which is about relationship breakup, and follow the tips. But in addition, I'm going to give you 3 tips to deal with this situation because, as I said before, it will require some special skills or special type of presence. Sometimes it may be more than 1 or 2 years. These situations can take a long time. So let me give you 3 tips to take care of yourself in these difficult times. Tip number 1, this will pass too. That's going to be your mantra. No matter how difficult things seem like in the moment, to know that this is going to pass and I'm going to reach a harmonious resolution based state of mind again, you need to have belief in that because it's something that has been said in ancient thoughts by Gautama the Buddha, as well as modern psychologists, that this is going to pass too, especially when you're going through unpleasant situations. It's important to know it never stays the same. You will find your own resolution. You will find your own solutions. You just don't know exactly when, but it's going to happen. There is one issue though. Just because you understand intellectually that this will pass too, that in itself doesn't give you solace when you are going through difficult times. Then what does give you solace? This will pass too is a message not only for cognitive understanding, but to allow it to be internalized, to sink in emotionally, to have that as a belief. Only then it will reflect in your behavior and it will give you instant solace. How do you internalize it? How do you make it into a habit? By the way, to change any habit or to allow any new habit to become a habit, you need to have the self-discipline to practice it, and some efforts need to be put in. Research shows that at least 66 days of actually following something is a way to make it into a habit. So just keep that in mind. The way to actually internalize this will pass too, the best method I know is what's called Vipassana meditation, or another name for it is mindfulness meditations or mindfulness philosophy. If you have the time, go look for a 10-day long silent Vipassana meditation retreat and go ahead and do it. But if you don't have that kind of time or patience, I'm going to give you 3 resources to actually do it. Resource number 1 is go online, look for a mindful meditation class that's not just 1 hour introduction, but something that spans over a few weeks. Take it online or take it face to face. Second thing is go to my website, swatidesai.com, go to the mindfulness section. There you will find a mindfulness camp, a recording of a 6-week long mindfulness camp I had done, half an hour every day. Try to follow it as many days as you can. Third way is go to my YouTube channel to meditate and do the tutorials. They are very short tutorials, but it'll also tell you what kind of guided meditations you can follow. The guided meditations are also there on my channel in the voice of many meditation teachers as well as me. Follow these things. If you decide I'm going to do 20 minutes of mindfulness meditation, then do it even when you feel you are bored or restless, you want to get out of it. See if you can do it for the whole 20 minutes. just because you have decided it. It's giving you some self-discipline. It's allowing you to actually notice how things and feelings and thoughts and body sensations are constantly changing. Once you internalize it, you can apply it in your life. When some difficult thoughts are coming to you because of going through this very difficult situation of a tricky breakup. Tip number 2, remember that kids suffer the most when parents get divorced. So to make sure that you pay attention to the kids' well-being, and most parents want that. What comes in their way is their own hurt pride or their own destroyed expectations. And although that's really difficult to manage, remember that if you want to make kids into your priority, then what you want to do is you want to negotiate with your partner with compromise in your mind, and maybe convince your partner that the best thing for the child is to be able to see both parents, because that's where the children suffer the least amount of consequences when they feel they are loved by both parents and wanted by both parents. I have a research article in the description below. Read that about how to take care of children when you're going through a divorce, where children are going to be the ones suffering the most. But remember, it's not your own self-image or expectations that's you want to be mostly worried about. If you want the best for the child, then negotiate and see what you can work out for the sake of the children. Tip number 3, yes, children are the most important part, but at the same time, do practice self-care. What does that mean? Pay attention to your physical health, but also make sure you have at least two or three people who you can talk to, where you can have a good time with them, not just talk always, but you can actually laugh with them. Laughter, humor is one of the best ways in which you can carry on your own hobby, your own life, your own work, and sometimes even just distraction. So take care of yourself in this process. Give yourself permission to take care of yourself. What you want to do is these few years of going through this pain, you want to make sure that you survive. At the same time, notice the momentary goodness that's coming to you, either from people or simple things in life, maybe big things in life, maybe morning cup of tea, maybe a beautiful sunset, or maybe connecting with a friend, or maybe sometimes something big like you achieve something at work. All these things, pause, notice, and allow yourself to enjoy it. I also suggest, if you do believe in it, to develop some kind of spiritual practice. If you believe in religion, then the religion based, or otherwise, as I said, mindfulness meditations is also one of the spiritual practices, but develop something where you find your refuge. Take care of yourself and just know that in the end, it does work out.